A family of 4 spending 5 days at Disney World will pay roughly $1,800 for tickets, a cost that is largely fixed. But because the hotel bill for that same week can swing between $500 and $5,000, your resort choice is the most powerful lever you have for controlling a $6,000 vacation budget. Today, we are putting 2 of the most popular hotels on property head-to-head, Disney's Pop Century and Art of Animation. These are sister properties. They sit right next to each other across a shared lake, and Disney classifies both of them in their entry-level value tier. That classification is deceiving. Despite sharing the exact same real estate, these 2 hotels are built to handle vastly different group sizes and financial realities. Your choice comes down to a specific mathematical and spatial trade-off that exists regardless of whether you prefer the oversized icons at Pop or the immersive character landscapes at Art of Animation. Walt Disney World spans 25,000 acres, roughly the size of San Francisco. Because the property is so massive, transportation is the most important amenity your hotel can offer. And both of these resorts share the absolute best transportation upgrade Disney has built in decades, the Disney Skyliner. This gondola system gives you a continuous, free ride directly to EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. That means no waiting in the Florida heat for a crowded bus. But that convenience comes with what I call the Skyliner tax. You will pay a premium price increase to stay at Pop Century or Art of Animation compared to standard value resorts like the All-Stars. Because you are already paying a mandatory premium just to be on this lake, optimizing exactly which side of the bridge you sleep on is critical to protecting your budget. Let's get into the primary battleground: room types and sleeping capacity. Pop Century only offers standard hotel rooms. You get 2 queen beds, meaning you are capped at 4 people in a single footprint. Art of Animation, on the other hand, is famous for its family suites, giving you enough beds to sleep up to 6 people. This split-screen floor plan shows the massive size difference. A standard Pop Century room is about 260 square feet. The Art of Animation suite jumps all the way up to 565 square feet. That footprint includes a second full bathroom and a separate primary bedroom, 2 features that drastically change the morning routine and privacy levels for a party of 6. Here is the core trade-off. Booking the Art of Animation suite gives you double the space and parental privacy, but you end up paying deluxe resort prices while still getting value resort amenities. So let's run the financial math for groups traveling with 5 or 6 people. If you have a party this size, you are legally forced out of a standard room at Pop Century due to fire codes. This table breaks down your financial alternative, comparing the cost of one Art of Animation suite against booking 2 separate standard rooms at Pop Century. 2 standard rooms are often cheaper on paper, but there is a hidden logistical risk. You can request connecting rooms at Pop Century, but Disney will not guarantee them. To accurately run these exact variables against your specific travel dates and family budget, you need a dedicated calculator. Because while the 2-room strategy might save a few dollars on a spreadsheet, the Art of Animation suite is the only mathematical way to guarantee your entire family stays behind one locked door. Let's look at the food budget and evaluate the actual return on investment of the Art of Animation kitchenette. Having a microwave, sink, and larger fridge means you can eat breakfast in your room. For a family of 4, avoiding park breakfasts keeps $50 to $100 a day in your pocket. But that requires hidden labor. You have to order groceries through an app like Instacart and manage the logistics of getting that delivery to your room. Families staying at Pop Century typically skip that prep work entirely, relying heavily on the resort food court or walk-up dining in the parks. The suite's kitchenette is not an automatic discount. It only saves you money if you are disciplined enough to trade early morning vacation time for meal prep and cleanup. Beyond the numbers, there is a stark difference in the emotional and aesthetic theming of these properties. Art of Animation goes heavy on the immersion. The Cars and Nemo sections are larger-than-life environments perfectly engineered to engage young children. Pop Century is much quieter. It relies on a nostalgic 1950s and 60s vibe that is generally less overstimulating at the end of a long day. But if you want that intense Disney theming, you have to avoid the biggest logistical trap on property: booking the Little Mermaid standard rooms at Art of Animation. The appeal is obvious. These rooms offer the full Art of Animation aesthetic at a much lower price point than the suites. This map reveals the severe penalty. You can see the red path stretching from those specific buildings, which are isolated at the absolute furthest edges of the property. This creates what I call the walk of regret. Adding a 10-minute trek just to reach your bed is a devastating trade-off after walking 10 miles in the parks all day. Let's distill all of these trade-offs into a definitive set of rules. The overarching law of Disney Value Resorts is this: do not pay for square footage you don't need, but never underestimate the value of a second bathroom. This decision scorecard breaks it down. If you look at the top left quadrant, mapping out couples, solo travelers, or budget-focused families of 4, Pop Century is the undisputed winner. It grants you full Skyliner access without the inflated suite price tag. But checking the bottom right, if you are a family of 5 or 6, or you are traveling with young children who require intense Disney theming, then the Art of Animation Family Suite is your answer. The kitchenette and the extra bathroom provide a level of daily sanity that justifies the premium cost. Before you pay a deposit on either room, grab the Disney Budget Master Workbook at mydisneybrain.com to run your exact numbers. Plan smart and have a great trip.